have a lot to say. We're Team Fear. We're exploring number B, which is exploit dynamic and multimodal attributes, etc., etc. So everyone has fears. There's acrophobia, glossophobia, aerophobia. There's even anastrophobia, fear of being watched or followed by ducks, which is a real thing. People are scared. Everyone in society is very, very scared. Fear of public speaking is number one. 74% of the US population is scared. I'm feeling scared right now, giving this presentation, I promise you. VR is bridging the gap. VR is already being used as therapy for things like PTSD, extreme phobias. But what about a user who is living at home? They just want to overcome a less extreme phobia in the comfort of their own home, as I said. So look at Michelle, a lovely public health researcher. She's 28. She doesn't want to practice in front of the mirror to get over her public speaking problems. She thinks public speaking classes are cringy, and she has no money for expensive professional coaching. So we're introducing Phogo. Phogo is not a Vietnamese takeaway, as you may think. Phogo makes your fear disappear. Phogo is a VR app that provides users with a means to control a simulated VR experience to develop their public speaking skills. So it's based on the concept of exposure therapy, which is a way of introducing small factors of a fear by piece to introduce that and get them over the fear. The opportunity in the market, 75% of women, 73% of men, as I mentioned, suffer from a speech anxiety, and there's £11 billion in the US self-improvement industry, so there's a lot there. It's completely scalable. We're not just talking about fear of public speaking, we're talking about fear of heights, we're talking about fear of flying and the dark. It can be pretty much, our system is based on the controls. So I guess we get into the mock-ups. I mean, this is a basic one, but we have something on, if you go to the other one, pretty much the best description of our mock-ups is a user will start in a calm, relaxed environment, a room with no one inside. They have a little prompt for a speech that they want to give, and they start giving the speech. Based on voice recognition, it knows where they are in the speech. As they turn to the right, they will be able to, I think it might come up here, as they turn to the right, it will increase the, here we go, this is kind of a mock-up, it increases the amount of people in the room to the point where if they increase a full 360 degrees, they may be in a lecture room. It's completely dynamic and changes the environment to the point where they could be talking in front of a stadium. This allows them to incrementally increase the difficulty, but also go back if they're not feeling comfortable. By nodding their head, they also increase the distraction. So it's a dynamic environment, and say I nodded my head and got up to a level 8 of distraction, then they may be able to, there might be someone spilling coffee in the front row. There may be a technical difficulty. There might be weird things happening to them, and these are all ways for someone to practice a speech, practice a public speaking, something like this, like I should have practiced more, and get to a point where they are completely comfortable with practicing it and saying it. When they go into the real environment, they're completely fine to say it. There is a gap in the market for this, we believe, and we believe that incremental exposure therapy for everyday users is very, very important, very handy. We're probably coming up to 3 minutes now, so just hold on.